are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Anchors away.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Fringilla Vigo.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages? Of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but...
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for treason.
You'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
Plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the Mountain Elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
Dallas, please. Absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion. Yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet was to set sail, Gelban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this Sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there. I'm off.
Good luck.
Stop flexing that on me.
Looky, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Foreigner, what's yours?
And washed it all down with wine and those next noise. Respect, Richard.
It's clearing up.
Loose at will! We got him! Return to your stations! An assassin! Let fly! Did we hit him? Hold! It's the Witcher! Emperor's orders! Stand down!
Witcher, what a pleasant surprise.
Warm welcome. Thank you, Your Majesty.
We are at war, if you've not noticed.
I've noticed. Can see the smoke from burning huts miles away.
What do you want?
Fringilla Vigo. Been told you promised Yennefer you'd free her. I can see. I know you're a busy man. So here's a letter. Ought to refresh your memory about the Lodge.
Even Yennefer's humblest requests seem like threats. I've always liked that about her. Very well, so be it.
Truly prepared to forgive them? Amnesty in exchange for help?
I'm prepared to abide by the agreement I made with Yennefer.
Didn't answer my question.
Nor must I.
Time I was on my way.
At last, a point we agree on. Guards, bring me Fringilla Vigo. You may remove her dimeritium shackles. No introductions are necessary from what I've heard. Farewell.
Fringilla. Been a while. The other sorceress... Skellig. We could take a boat.
I'm sick to death of boats.
And I despise teleports. But have it your way. Let's go.
Pleasure as always. Come now, we need none of that. Fringilla, we must speak. Oh my. Yes, Geralt?
You look good.
For a captive of Emir, is that what you mean?
Seems like he's shown you surprising leniency. No interrogations, no torture. Or did you just tell him everything he wanted to know?
If I'd told him everything, he'd hardly still need me alive, wouldn't you say? Anyway, we shan't speak of it. I and what concerns me have not been a concern of yours for some time now.
So long.
Watch your strut.
Got a minute?
Of course.
Not sure if you've heard, But once it's all over, I'm going to Kovir.
With Triss?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting part of the world. Perhaps you'll get a contract for some rare snow beast. A Barbagazi, or a Vendigo, or an Amarok?
Or maybe I'll finally hang up my swords.
It's that good with her?
Better. Once you'd left Yen and me on the Isle of Avalon, what happened to you? What did you do?
I traveled. Through time, space, different worlds. I saw houses of glass, ran with unicorns at the world's end. Even lived in an undersea kingdom for a time.
Freedom. Always had a taste for it.
I still do.
So why'd you return?
It was too much. I almost drowned in it. When everything is possible, it quickly becomes a lot less alluring.
Traveling between worlds. What's it like?
It's nice.
Difficult?
It was at first, but in time it became automatic, like riding a horse.
Bet a lot of mages would love to learn to do it.
I'm certain they would. But Avalok claims they've neither the knowledge nor talent. He spent 4 centuries learning to do it, yet can still only find and pass through pre-existing portals. I go wherever I please, whenever I please.
Eridan's located you time and again. How's that work?
When I pass between worlds, I create a kind of shockwave. Anyone properly trained can sense it. That's how Avalok explains it, at any rate. He can do it too.
So you shouldn't actually ever use your power.
It's not like that. The impulse is stronger the longer my voyage. On short hops, the disturbance is practically imperceptible.
I should go.
All right. We'll talk later.
Whoa. Stop.
Oh, you make a fun.
Yes, Geralt?
So long, Triss.
Whoa. Stop flexing like that making me nervous.
Geralt?
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
You've no respect for
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs. They bay at our gates, seek to strike fear in our hearts.
Saw 'em all. Where's Ermion?
Went to see Lugas. An uncrate on the throne remains a thorn in his ass. Now he's seen the Black Ones, it pricks him even harder. The druid's gone to reason with the dim-witted knob.
Think I'll join Ermion. Need to talk to him.
Go. And when you see that bloody twit Lugas, be sure and tell him... best not. The druid knows what to say. Farewell.
Something I've always wondered. What do you...
Here, drink last night?
What else would Crack have?
Foreigner.
I'll not kneel before an Ancrate, never. That clear to you?
You prefer to aid the Black Ones?
I'd sooner aid the rights of bleeding Moorhog than let Crack rule all Skellige.
And your men, what do they say? Will they follow you when the Jarls call you a traitor?
This here's my land, Druid. Watch your words.
What would you call it if not treason?
That's your bark before you bite. Did Crack send you here for my head? Well then go ahead. Try to take it. Get him!
Take together!
We should not stay here.
Ugly bastard.
Smell a card.
Come. We should not stay here.
Move. That's enough.
Wait. This one's really funny. What's the difference between milk and
Well, Geralt, I see no row can occur in Skellige without your participation.
Mean and inaccurate, Ermion. Seems to me I've missed quite a few.
The blood of Croc's blood sits upon the throne, and that is your doing. I'm afraid you've ignited a small civil war.
For ages, men had shed each other's blood in the quest for Skellige's crown. Politics as usual, just a different... Yet the bloody feast at Caer Trolda was different. It was dishonorable, treacherous, needed investigation. More Witcher's work. Work that culminated with the crowning of the Isle's new queen.
So, Clan Drummond will attack sooner than we expected, it seems.
Thought Croc sent you to negotiate an agreement with Lugos.
Ha! An agreement? Only Croc believes such a thing possible at this stage.
Mean I didn't actually ruin things for you?
Not this time. Lugos' death stands to change a great deal. His cousin, who will now be named Jarl, is a weak commander. Stupid. This war will start soon, end even sooner. But why have you returned to Skellige?
How's Sarah's handling things?
Has the makings of an excellent queen, if she would only flee her father's shadow. Everyone, Lugus excepted, declared their support for her. Yet the minute the Imperial fleet appeared on the horizon, the Jarl took matters into his own hands.
And Hjalmar?
The lads led 3 raids against the Imperial fleet, all against Krak's will, all failed. Yet he'll find volunteers for another.
Yeah, sounds like Hjalmar. Listen, Hermione, know anything about the Sunstone? Legends place it somewhere in Skellige.
The mask of Urberus first, now the Sunstone. Monsters may rest easy. You've become a treasure hunter. I've never found the Enshe elves interesting. But there's a skald, Avid. He could help you. Once told me of some inaccessible caverns or ruins or some such.
Where will I find him?
Today? In Arendbjorn, doubtless. You might also ask the Pearl Divers, Erling and Matthias Fishlung. Of late, they hunt near the tip of the bay, eastern end.
Fishlung? Interesting.
So they call him. Submerges for hours at a time. None know how he does it, but I've my suspicions.
Not too fond of him.
It's nothing personal. I couldn't stand his father or grandfather either.
Thanks for your help.
One thing, Geralt. These caves are ruins. Matthias and Erling's ancestors would have looted them bare centuries ago were they not protected by some magic barrier. Take a sorceress with you. They must have brought at least one along.
Whole gaggle this time.
Gods protect us.
Come on, Roach. Faster.
Not now.
Watching for Nilfgaard's fleet.
Fleet? Oh, aye, they've mentioned something. Nay, I've more important matters on my mind. By my calculations, today's the day Gevorg, the legendary white whale, will swim the waters of Skellige. Been waiting for this my whole life.
What's this whale about?
He's to appear when spectres descend from the heavens into the waves. The serpent wakes the sea's wrath, and an icy monster devours an isle. Be the first bard to compose a ballad about him.
Legends don't happen to mention a curse of the Black Sun, do they?
Black Sun? What are you on about?
Never mind. Let's watch for Gevorg together, and you can tell me what you know about any elven ruins in Skellige. Heard of some cavern no one's been able to enter?
Good thing, too. Elsewise, they'd have plundered it long ago like all the others.
Avon.
What?
Just wanted to assure you I only want to look around the cavern. It's research.
Research?
Writing an adventure novel. Gathering material for it.
Mean to write up the coming of the White Fleet? Prime idea. Perhaps you could use my translation of the Song of Gilban and Dillion.
Gladly, gladly. So where's this cavern?
Gotta sail east from Kertrolda. Cavern's in a cove, only accessible from the sea.
So long, and good luck with the white whale.
It'll show today. I'm sure of it.
Man needs worries like a boat needs ballast. Sail straight.
We serve her.
I'd rather verify it now. Otherwise, I'll continue to wonder if he's not about to stab me in the back.
Going somewhere?
Ciri says there's a site in Skellige we must examine. Avalok's clearly hiding something from us.
Earlier, when we were in the Isles together, Avalok mentioned a laboratory. At one point, he wished to teleport there, to retrieve something. And he refused to take me with him. It was all very strange.
Sufficiently suspicious, don't you think?
So what? Want to just sneak in and root around?
Exactly. Coming with?
Fine. Where is it?
On a small isle between Undvik and Speakerog.
Not exactly on our way. Just found out the sunstones on Ord Skellig. Cavern along the coast that we can only access from the sea. Gonna need some real magic to get in, too.
Go find this laboratory. I will explore Ard Skellig. You can join me later.
Philippa, your eyesight. Only just recovered and magically simulated. Didn't you say you'd need some time to get accustomed?
Did I?
I'd forgotten how irritating she can be. Come, Ciri. We'll await you there.
Swords on his back. What did I think next?
And Freya to thank for sending me away.
You know, photos?
Entrance is very well protected. I believe we'll find something interesting inside.
How will you lift the barrier?
Atlan Kirk's inclusion should do the trick. Remember the spell?
I remember you teaching me. And to think I thought you an overbearing cold shrew at the time.
Now, this is no time to get soppy.
So, any incriminating letters? Closets full of skeletons?
We've not even opened the door yet.
It's a highly complex magic barrier. Let's try.
Yata Ligen!
We've woken the sentry.
I'll take it.
I shall try to get through the barrier!
Pretty cozy. Doesn't look much like a lab at all.
That proves nothing. We must look around.
It's a bit low, isn't it? Rummaging through his papers.
You wish to come, my dear.
Portrait of Ciri, I think.
No, that's not me. Where's the scar?
It's definitely you. Really captured you. Sure Avalok's only interested in you for your magic abilities?
Very funny.
Look, Geralt! It seems someone was literally just here.
Avalok's assistant, maybe?
No. Somehow, it doesn't seem like Avalok to have one.
A distillate? Smells like...
Verbena.
Aha.
Aha what?
No, nothing.
Sometimes you really get on my nerves, you know.
Herbs. Not very incriminating.
Wait. We've not examined the entire laboratory yet.
Didn't know he had a sweet tooth. Feel like I've walked into somebody's bedroom. Yen. Genealogical chart of the Enhanikir, the Elder Blood, from Laura Doran.
To me. You never showed me the full version. I had no idea Viedmont of Eden was an ancestor. Was he the one who punished his daughters with a hot iron? Or the one who had his own father's eyes gouged out?
Him of the daughters. My, even I'd never seen the full version. Seems Avallac'h has analyzed all the paths of Lara's gene, even those we thought extinct.
He's only analyzing? Really believe that? If he's anything like our mages, I seriously doubt he's standing back and observing how Laura's descendants are doing.
I don't think we'll ever know if or how deeply the elves have meddled in the gene's mutation.
Did you have a hand in what Geralt mentioned? The work of those human mages?
Of course not.
He's only analyzing? Really believe that?
I don't think we'll ever know.
Did you have a hand in...
Of course not.
Let's look at his notes.
Gods. He spent over 2 centuries on this. He was the first to study Lara's gene. Volker? Some entries about Ciri, but it's here, later, that things get interesting. He actually tried to cultivate a genetic mix like Ciri's, but one excluding the human line.
Meaning what exactly? That I ought to be looking about for giant jars holding my siblings?
Don't be foolish. Avallac'h never got that far. Apparently all his experiments ended in failure. You are unique.
And that's why we've the Wild Hunt to contend with. Let's ferret on. See if we can't find something even more interesting.
Elves sure know their fragrances. Mirror standard. Might have expected a hidden portal.
Someone's there, beyond the door.
How did you get in here?
Who are you?
Not your concern. Get out of here. Now. You. I remember you. From Tir na Liar.
Remarkable. I thought all elves looked alike to those of your race. If it's Avallac'h you seek, he's not here.
I know.
And yet you come here. What for? To spy on him. He tries his damnedest to save you every time you do something stupid. Is that not enough?
What can you possibly know about that?
You'd be surprised. He's told me a great deal about you.
Like what?
He said you shared Lara's features. I don't see whatever it is he sees. It seems a bit like trying to drink water from a mud puddle. But I imagine that belief somehow helps him with his task.
What task?
Do you think he trails you everywhere for pleasure? Even I grow ill at the sight of you.
It's incredible how those like you still believe you're superior to humans, in any way.
She's no human. She's a degenerate half-breed. To have no choice but to use something like that? It's humiliating.
Another word, and I'll...
What? You'll change nothing. She must do what she must. Then Avalach will finally be free of her.
If he hates me so deeply, why didn't he tell me to my face?
Ciri, you didn't actually believe her, did you? She's personally involved in the matter, that's clear.
What of it? If they despise me so, they should leave me be.
Ciri.
What? Do you fear I'll level this place like I did Kaer Morhen? Shame I can't do that at will, because I'd really like to now.
Calm down. The elf was right.
Aren't you supposed to cheer me up?
You carry Lara's gene. Nothing you can do about it. Inherited her talent and her power, too. That she-elf would give up a century of her life to be you.
Certainly didn't seem so.
You were born with a great gift, and only you can decide how to use it.
What's that?
A necklace. Lara Doran's.
It's beautiful, but...
Yours, to wear.
Let's go. I'm sick of this place. Must we return to the boat right away?
Something else you want to see?
Not here. On Hindersfjall. In Lofoten. I met a young man, Skjal. And I'd like... What is it?
Ciri. Skjal is dead.
The Wild Hunt. Everyone? No one survived?
Skjal died later.
You sure it was him? You'd met him?
I was there. I saw his body.
Will you visit his grave with me? I'd like to say goodbye.
I'll go with you.
Thank you. Could you open a portal to Hindersfjall?
I can.
Let's do this.
Come back soon, all right?
Mm-hmm. See you.
Let's look around. Should be a relatively fresh grave mound.
Thank you for coming. I detest graveyards, especially wandering them alone.
Let's look around together. Come on.
Lasse, son of Njord. Olaf, son of Over. Inga, daughter of Trotnir. Damn it. He's not here. Skjall has no grave. Geralt, I shan't leave until I bury him. Think, the body. What could have become of it?
They didn't burn it. Save that honor for kings and heroes. Doubt they left him in the garden, too.
Bastards.
What?
Beyond the village, there's a pit. They fill it with sheep taken by Blackleg. Crabs pick at their bones at night.
What are you doing?
What you should have done long ago. We're burying Skjall.
Burying Craven? You defy the right of the elders. Begone. Leave this place. You defile our laws.
Lower your voice before we need another grave.
How can you defend him?
Craven's place is in the ditch.
Skjall saved your bloody lives. The Wild Hunt was after me. Had Skjall not led me away then, why they would have reduced Lofoten to ash.
What would the spectres be wanting of some lass who...
I am not some lass. And anyone who so much as touches this grave will learn that the hard way.
None will disturb it. Desecrating graves, well, it's the only thing elders punish harder than fleeing the battlefield. And what you said... can't know the truth of it. The gods will judge Skjall now.
We were right to come. I was deeply troubled. You've no idea.
Well, they shouldn't spit on his name anymore.
Let's go.
Back to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat so much. Why the spit not? Because if you get hit in the gut and those hairs get tangled in your entrails.
May your axe never crumble.
Where are you going?
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Needs worries like a boat needs ballast.
Hands off our guns!
Mommy said you were a hero! Well, my dad's off fighting the Black.
Just wonderful.
I say, look at this.
Let's go. What now? Gonna grow yourself some new eyes, like Vilgefortz did? I remember the moment I killed him. Cultivation wasn't complete. They hadn't grown in fully yet. Looked disgusting, but
I take it your mention of that deviant is purely coincidental.
Of course. Also heard of this rich blind dwarf from Mahakam. Had them put 2 sizable rubies in his eye sockets. Couldn't see a damn thing. But word is, it looked pretty tasteful. Hear that? What did she just say?
You're not that right.
Drowners were protecting her. Damn, there's a lot.
You're giving time to muck about in this carrion now. We came here for a reason.
So how do we get up the...
The stairs? I'll fix them right away. Ready.
Let's go.
Couldn't help notice the tension between you and Yennefer and Triss. It's very hard on Ciri, I think. There are times I doubt you 3 realize how it looks. Triss plays the big sister to Ciri, but eagerly awaits a chance to hop in bed with you. You and Yennefer play the parents.
Yeah, so if you're angling to make her 5-some, there's clearly no move. What now?
It appears I must do everything for you. See the sentry who seems to be waiting for payment?
I'm fresh out of change.
Oh, and blood, not coin. The sentry is Phelan of the Elven legend. You literally read nothing. There you are. Yennefer must have tremendous pull with the Emperor to get him to guarantee the Lodge's safety. What's your take on it?
My take? Obviously a leading question. No. Geralt, I'm tired. Let's sit and chat a bit first.
Is foreplay that important to you?
You'll get to work with the Emperor. Not excited?
No. I mean, yes, of course I am. Thus far, the Lodge has oft banked on weak rulers. It's been one of our biggest mistakes.
So you're impressed Emir keeps his mages on a short leash?
Yennefer's wise to keep you out of politics. I'm afraid you'd not realize which way the wind was blowing if you pissed straight into it.
You'll get to...
No. Yennefer's wise...
You ought to talk to Yennefer. Painfully clear there's unfinished business there.
Yennefer's always walked her own path. I'm actually touched she decided to take an interest in matters of the Lodge this time.
You don't trust her. So once the hunt's defeated, leave. Find asylum elsewhere. I hear Redania's offering.
I'd sooner stick my head in a Zoogl's spiky orifice. Thanks, but I've other plans.
This deal with Emir. It's sorceress business. Pick someone else's brain.
So she's not told you anything? What about personal plans? Has she mentioned anything? A possible advisory position? Beside a young, promising empress?
Stay away from Ciri.
She's an adult, Geralt. You keep forgetting. She can decide for herself. So, onward. Don't you think it's time you stopped interfering in Ciri's life?
No.
But you do know we're not a pack of wolves you can just drive away from her with your sword.
Sure you are. And yes, I can, if the need arises.
Wait. There's something here. Feel it?
No. My medallion.
A ridiculous bauble. Don't make me laugh. Tuning into elven magic is just slightly more difficult than sniffing out a malodorous fiend. Watch this. Arahan Luma! That means the Sunstone is here. Don't stand there looking stupid. Try to shift the mirrors. At last.
Hand it over and let's get out of here.
Not so fast. We've a matter to discuss.
Let me guess. You gotta fly. You're about to tell me why you need the Sunstone so much more than we do. Then you'll change into an owl and whoosh.
No idea where you got such a ridiculous notion. Ciri's safety is most important to me now. But I wish to talk to you about the future. My future.
I wouldn't worry. Emperor's got plans for you, I'm sure.
Stop playing the jester and listen to me carefully. Once we've defeated the hunt and Ciri is safe, Yennefer's meteoric rise at the Imperial Court will come to an abrupt end. Which is wonderful from my perspective. I'm not interested in reviving the Lodge if I'm not to have the deciding vote.
You're telling me this because...
If I know even one bit, I expect that once we've defeated the Wild Hunt, you aim to slip out the back door with Ciri. To disappear into the wilds, correct? All very romantic. But perhaps instead of destroying the girl's life, you could take Yennefer with you, and go.
Triss might object.
Ah, yes. So give Yennefer some friendly advice, would you? She'll listen to you.
You want to take Yen's place at Amir's side.
And at Ciri's. I think you understand it's inevitable. And I would truly prefer Yennefer to be far away when it happens. Holding her in the Imperial dungeon would be costly. And it would give the wrong impression.
Any other words of wisdom, or can we go?
You may go. I know you've things to do. I can find my own way round.
Giddy up.
Seems for each day.
Slower.
Steel sizzling, sparks glistening, ancient runes in the blade listening.
Nah! What brings it to me?
Wouldn't mind a look at your wares. Farewell.
Vagrant.
Was it hard? Killing that vermin?
Ruler, don't eat so much. Why the spit not? Because they get...
Foreigner, watch your step.
We'll stick together. Something I've always wanted. Can you swing an axe?
Dead tired, huh?
your laboratory.
I never doubted you would. But why did you? You might have just asked.
To hear you reveal all about your experiments with the Elder Blood gene? Unlikely.
I've hidden nothing that could be useful in our struggle against Eredin. As regards the Elder Blood, you're all aware Ciri is exceptional. I am alone only in knowing to what extent.
Or maybe you're just obsessed with her.
I'm obsessed. Yes, Geralt?
Margarita any better?
I managed to accelerate tissue regeneration. She's feeling much better. In fact, we must bring Eredin here as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm afraid these sorceresses of yours will start fighting amongst themselves.
Went by your laboratory.
I trust you did not make a mess.
Didn't mention you were the NL Elves' chief source of knowledge about Ciri's abilities.
I didn't mention many things. Fortunately, they're no longer important.
Your experiments with the gene, Elder Blood, that's not important.
I pursued those studies to protect Ciri. To protect Lara Doran's blood, in whomever's veins it courses.
Ran into someone at your lab.
Did you know?
Mm-hmm. A she-elf. Claimed you hate Ciri. So how's that fit you trying to protect her, whatever the cost?
Not at all. You don't really expect me to confess my feelings to you, do you?
Once we use the Sunstone, what makes you think Eredin won't figure things out? I doubt he'll think the Elves of the White Fleet suddenly long to see him.
We can alter the signal emitted by the Sunstone. Unlikely Eredin will recognize its origin. It's not the only artifact to possess this power.
There are others? Great. Now mind telling me why I had to scour Skellige looking for this one?
The Sunstone was the easiest to find, believe me.
From the look of things, pretty soon Ciri won't need your help anymore.
Nor yours.
True. She'll do whatever she wants, and I'll support her. What about you? Ready to let her live her own life?
I shan't force her to do anything if that's your question.
Charming world you and Elle have got. Could easily fall in love with the place. Tell me, how do you do it? Sit around playing flute, painting rutting unicorns in gorgeous landscapes, building ornately sculpted towers? And then you murder us, without batting an eye, without a hint of guilt. How?
Do you humans feel guilt when you murder Enshe elves? Or dwarves? Or dryads? We are the same. Simply because we both firmly believe others are inferior.
Tell me something more about Caranthir. Know him well?
Know him? I reared him.
Raised, don't you mean?
No, Geralt. I began shaping him long before he was born. For centuries, I brought together pairs of elves manifesting certain abilities, those able to manipulate time and space. He is the result of these efforts. Caranthir, a golden child. Golden child who grew up to be a criminal.
You imprisoned Ciri the first time you met her. Now you protect her while fighting against your own kind. Quite an about-face.
First of all, I did not imprison her. She found me. It was her destiny.
Yeah, sure. Get to the second of all. Why are you helping her?
Because she is a danger. A mortal one. You look at her and see a human, a ward, a daughter even. I look and see the Elder Blood. A power that can destroy the world. A power that must be kept from Eredin's power-addled hands at all costs. Admittedly, our motives differ. Yet in spite of that, we share a goal. So, you would be wise to trust me. Or at least try.
We found the Sunstone.
Gelban's gift to Dillion of the White Fleet. As legend has it, she never used the stone, and Gelban died of sorrow.
Won't keep Eridan waiting that long.
It seems we've everything. We can go. Keep in mind, once we commit, there'll be no returning.
I'm ready. High time we set sail. Undvik awaits.
In that case, let's go. You will position yourselves on the cliffs. Here, here, and...
Thank you. I believe we know how to form a circle.
Even those of us who lack eyes for the moment.
I simply wish to avoid... Oh, Geralt. We were waiting for you.
Really? Seems to me you'd started already.
We were discussing questions of a magic nature, nothing of great interest to you.
Right, because I'm just a simple witcher.
Simple, yet with so many complexes. Not now, Geralt.
You were about to explain your plan?
It's simple. Which does not mean it will be easy to execute. I shall activate the Sunstone. If Caranthia answers the call, the Nagel Fair should appear in the bay shortly afterwards. The Lodge must then prevent the ship from returning to the world of the NL, while the Imperial fleet blocks its escape by sea. The 7th Imlet's Infantry Regiment under Duke Varatra must then board it. With your help, naturally.
What about you? Where will you be?
Waiting in reserve. If something goes wrong, I shall react.
Like a general commanding troops from a hilltop? Gonna signal us by horn or use messengers?
Exquisite irony, but what did I do to deserve it? Have I given you cause to doubt my intentions?
Ladies and gentlemen, less talk, more action, please. Sisters, we must scale the cliffs.
Good luck.
Plan's missing one important element. What about Ciri?
Cyril will wait, at a safe distance from the Nagelfair.
Wild guess? Not what you had in mind.
No, I wanted to go with you. That was my idea.
But I won't allow it. Far too great a risk.
Don't have the right to order her around.
Amusing. Cyril said the same thing, only at much higher volume. I do, in fact, have this right. For only I know how to activate the Sunstone, which I shall do on my terms or not at all. Cyril recognized the strength of my argument. I have no doubt you'll do the same. Cyril, do you swear to stay on shore?
Do I have a choice?
Where are you going?
For a walk. Or is that not allowed either? Because I could break my leg.
Oh yes. The elder blood can be fiery.
Telling Ciri she can't do something is counterproductive, speaking from experience there. Ultimately, she does what she wants.
Let us hope.
Pardon me?
Never mind. Time is short. If you wish to do something, brew your substances or whatnot, do it now. You won't get the chance later. I shall await you by the boats, amongst the soldiers.
Till sorry have I.
Warren Hetzer.
Triss, everything all right?
Yes. I just wanted a moment to talk to you. Before it begins.
Chin up. The hunt's weakened. We've got...
No more about the battle. Just hold me. And say something nice.
There's a lighthouse not far from here, you know.
Geralt, are you suggesting we...
No. Well, at least not right now. Just wanted to say that since Novigrad, whenever I see the beam of a lighthouse, I feel good. Thinking of you.
Unbelievable. You said something romantic. You, Geralt of Rivia.
Moment of weakness.
Well, none of those during the battle, please. If anything should happen to you.
I'll manage.
You always say that.
Haven't killed me yet. Well, except for that one time.
Ah, Geralt, you're so charming when you try to be funny.
Try? Take it back. That was a great joke.
Sure. I love you, you know.
You trying to make me cry? Ciri'd never let me forget it. Go on, get. Love you too.
Stop!
I saw you at the sea.
Oh!
Are you here to spy or haggle?
I'd like you to craft something for me. So long.
So, Geralt. Ready?
Let's get these bastards.
With pleasure, Geralt. With pleasure.
I give you my heart? What kind of spell is that?
It's an old love letter. Ancient. As I said, this stone was to reunite a pair of lovers.
Never thought I'd say anything of the sort to Eredin. En verilith serenad, Ada eich blaen, Idene.
The elven bauble worked.
They approach.
Aisiu, Galebuane.
Follow me. The Naglfar must be nearby.
is. It's completely still.
It's a trap. We must flee, now.
Not this time.
No, Cyril. You are not ready. You do not control your powers.
I'll manage.
Ciri!
Get out of my way.
Ciri! The ice. It's a spell. You must find the mage who cast it. Destroy his staff.
I'll not stop with his staff.
Almost, Scylla. Almost. Stjärnfjärd! Witcher, so be it. Let us end this. It's not this enough. I'll roll back in. Backward.
Siri.
Your help! You'll not cut through their shield. Push them in the sea!
Siri.
By the Nagelfur! We'll drown all you bastards till the bay's black with your corpses!
What now, you piece of filth?
Any last words?
Set the trap.
fight.
You had your chance.
Witcher. I was hoping you'd come.
Because?
I've something to tell you. But I'll do so afterwards.
As you expire. Show me your skill, pirouettes and feints. I want to watch.
Avallac'h has tricked us both. He set us against each other, and he's made off with Cyrilla.
I don't believe you.
You knew.
All I know is Avallac'h might have betrayed us. What the? That a storm?
Geralt, look!
What the hell's happening?
I find it damned hard to believe, but the gate between the worlds is open. We must reach the tower, quickly. Stop Avallac'h, while this can still be reversed.
What are we gonna find there?
If the tomes are to be believed, nature's laws will cease to hold. Gravity, time, Undvik, all of it will be turned on its head.
Exaggerating for effect, right?
Not one bit. The conjunction of spheres has begun. The worlds, they're aligned, permeate one another. Avallac'h could use this. Bring the NL here. Or send them from us.
At least we know where to look for Ciri.
Follow me, and stay alert.
Focus on Ciri. What do you think Avallac'h wants from her?
Same as Eridan, I imagine. He will use it to open a gate between the worlds.
Shit. An earthquake?
We must hurry. Damn it! That ship's about to disintegrate.
I don't know. Go.
dismantle it?
Dismantle? No, I can make a tear at best. But only for a moment, because there's no...
Specifics, Yen. Will we both get through?
No! You must go alone!
I'll come back. With Ciri.
I know! Agared! Tirgain! Agared! Now, Geralt! I'm fine! Now go! And give Avalok my heartfelt regards!
Geralt. So unfortunate. I'd hoped you wouldn't have to witness this.
Where's Ciri?
Nearby. Listen.
Shut up. I've heard enough of your bullshit. Draw your weapon. Let's get this over with. Spare you.
I think you will not attack one unarmed.
Wouldn't be so sure. I'm in a foul mood.
I am not your foe. I am merely helping Cirilla.
I don't believe you. Can't. Not after all that's happened.
Will you believe me? Avalok speaks the truth. I asked him to help me open the tower, because I aim to enter it.
Why the hell would you do this? The Wild Hunt's been defeated.
The White Frost has not. The prophecies are true. I have seen worlds bound in ice. I know what awaits you. Only the Elder Blood can stop the White Frost. Only I can stop it.
Avalok's muddled your mind with a fortune-teller's fables.
You're wrong. The White Frost truly does approach. Worlds will freeze, one after another, and all life will be eradicated. Avalok gave me a choice. I made the decision. I must stop it.
There's gotta be another way.
What can you know about saving the world, silly? You're but a witcher. This is my story, not yours. You must let me finish telling it.
Don't do this. To me. Please, not now.
Geralt, believe me. Tavern, old wine, our boots drying by the fire. I'd like nothing better. I can't. I must try. For you, Yen, Triss, for everyone. Keep your fingers crossed.
might believe you if you showed me a pair of monogram Batiste Galligaskins.
More likely, you just say I stole them.
Dimwits.
Weren't you supposed to be somewhere?
Yeah. All right.
Where'd you agree to meet?
By the huntsman's cottage.
Your man always had a soft spot for me. He could sense I was a family man. A man of peace.
Town's empty, not like before. So where's Elsa get her coin, I ask? She give tail to Blackens, I'm telling you. Oh, the fun for the wet.
Viscount Julian Alf.
You just invent this count bit. Quite the imagination for one who's sober.
Geralt will vouch for me. Tell him, I've always said I'm a count.
True, you have always said so.
Just nobody's bothered to verify it.
What's with this count business all of a sudden?
Well, when we finally leave this God's forsaken dunghole, I plan to reclaim my heritage, the titles and estates that are rightfully mine.
Got plans for all these lands and titles?
I'll take possession of them. Of course, there's also the issue of progeny.
Is that so? Then you finally found a lassie worthy of the great dandelion.
My dear friend and companion. Why, my heart belongs to the one and only Priscilla, known also as Calinetta.
Your heart, mate, true. But the rest of your anatomy?
I resent the insinuation, and hasten to remind you that you are talking to a count.
No need for the count to get riled. Rather, you told us how your beloved is.
Recovered, mostly. Even started singing again. Her voice is a little lower pitched, gravelly. Actually, sounds a little better. Thanks for helping back then, Geralt. Meant a lot. Really.
What are friends for? Give her my best.
Don't worry, I will. Give her a kiss, even. A bit from you, mostly from me.
I'm going rabbit hunting. Dandelion?
Glad to have some rabbit stew. But freezing my ass off to amass the ingredients did not sign up for that. I'll gather the herbs, spices. No stew is complete without some sun-drenched thyme and the aroma of rosemary.
Aye, the fields are covered with rosemary blooming like wild just before Yule, aren't they?
That's why I'll be gathering my herbs from the kitchen.
So long.
Get out, pal. Get out, pal.
Well?
That's just it. Day in, day out, tavern's empty, not like before. So where's Elsa get her coin?
Gone cold.
Hey! Bloody out in a hunt, Master Witcher? Thought you'd clear the area of beasts your last time through.
Rabbit hunting this time around.
Ah, so that's it. Maybe you come round, visit us this eventide. Verka's baking a pie.
I don't know if...
As you will. You're always welcome.
Well, she's gone.
Mad she had to wait.
No, eager to roam the fields. Prepared the cover scents and oiled the jaw traps all by herself.
Make a good hunter, wouldn't she?
Nah, too impatient, that one. Probably snatching rabbits barehanded, putting them in the traps because they're too slow to step in themselves.
Where'd she go?
Not far. Over yonder.
Farewell. Not up to hunting rabbits anymore?
Not really.
What now?
Nothing. Just sitting, waiting for you. It's nice here.
I'll wait till you see Dol Blethana in winter, and the Blue Mountains. We'll head east soon as the snow melts. Think we might have settled in a bit too much.
You promised to show me that griffin's nest before we left. Let's go now.
You actually interested?
Absolutely. You said it yourself. A royal griffin's a rare sight.
Not that rare. Venture to say we'll have to slay a couple more before we get back to Kaer Morhen. But if you want to see the nest, it's just up the hill.
Come.
We were supposed to train today.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow at sunup then? Work you hard like I did in the good old days. Probably been a while since anyone showed you just how much you still have to learn.
Yeah.
Almost there. Careful now.
This is no time for you to lecture me.
Ciri, wait. There's something in the...
We really don't need to play hare and hounds.
Ciri.
Come on.
What?
A hair faster. That's all it needed to be to rip your shoulder wide open.
But it wasn't, and it didn't. We killed it. What is this about?
You're angry, wanted to unload. But be that careless and next time.
Don't you understand? There won't be a next time.
Ciri, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, it's not a good time.
Want to head back? All right, enough. Let's go fishing. We bring Dandelion a nice fat perch, and he just might forget about the rabbit stew. Shame he didn't come along. He could use a bit of exertion.
Huh.
Ice shouldn't be too thick here.
Uh-huh.
I'll be damned.
Should we go?
No, no way. Lake's gotta be full of perch, bream, or pollard. Fresh pollard. Would you like that?
I wouldn't mind some, but do we plan to wait here until he leaves?
No, we'll scare him off.
How?
I'll improvise. Wait here. Come on, show you something. An old witch's trick for tough winters. Not terribly subtle, but...
Effective?
Remember, don't ever do this.
Why show it to me at all, then?
Just in case. Never know what could happen on the path, what could save your life. All right, let's go.
Who taught you that?
Vesemir. A long time ago.
How long?
Very. Back when I wanted to call myself Geralt Roger Eric Duot Belagarcy.
What?
Tell you about it tonight.
And about the time you broke your leg after wagering you'd jump off the roof of Kaer Morhen and land a horse's back.
Huh. How do you even know about that?
Eskel told me. But I want to hear you tell it. I'm certain you have a rational explanation. You never gave me piggyback rides at Kaer Morhen, remember? Vesemir was the only one willing.
Had to wait till now to remind me? You've put on some weight since Kaer Morhen. Hey. Ciri.
We should get back. Remember me training on the pendulum? How I feared I'd never manage. Yet you forbade me from giving up. I was black and blue practically all the time. That pendulum was a nightmare.
How can I forget?
Those months at Kaer Morhen, they passed so quickly. I wish we'd spent more time together then. Almost managed to forget it was today. They're here for me, Geralt. I'm going to Nilfgaard, to Ymir. I know you didn't expect this, but in Vizima, my father and I spoke for long. Argued, really, and parted. Then a messenger came with a letter. I didn't say anything at first because I wasn't sure, and then I realized I had to stop fleeing. I realized that if I wish to change anything, I cannot do so hunting monsters round forgotten villages. I must do so from there, from Nilfgaard.
You make this choice on your own?
If you mean to suggest Yennefer had anything to do with this, then the answer is no.
Great. She even know?
No. And I'd prefer she not get involved this time.
I'll let you tell her that. You could have told me, warned me.
I wanted to, but I didn't know how. I've been happy here. I was afraid I'd ruin it. I wanted to make every minute count.
So, back at the nest, I was about this. I didn't pry. Didn't want to force you to tell me. Thought we had time. A lot more time.